without God, nothing possible, honestly. And I mean that truly and dearly. And everybody starts different places. And like I say, just because I didn't get the summer reps, you know, just because I wasn't in the best situation, for me to be prepared to go out there and execute, like from a summer standpoint, that's how life is. You know, everybody's not in the best situation, you know, but it's no excuse. You got to go out there and perform. Like, there's no choice, there's no question. Nobody cares if this was 1 week of prep. Who cares? You know, so a lot of people want to see me fail, and it ain't going to happen. You know, it ain't going to happen.
I ain't never lost, never in my life.
Yo, welcome to the NevaLoss pod. Hey, listen, today we got to throw our wrist up. Shedeur Sanders came in and made history for the Cleveland Browns, man. Hey, listen, as many of y'all Cleveland Brown fans who might have not wanted this to be the case, man, he did y'all a favor. He made history for you guys, man. You guys have found your franchise quarterback. Y'all just got to embrace him, man. Embrace him. Everybody, just throw the wrist up. Embrace him in that city. I know the media has spun a lot of narratives. Hey, everybody better have your hard hat on tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of construction tomorrow. A lot of goalposts is going to be moving. They're going to be working overtime, moving them goalposts. Get your hard hat on, because there's going to be a lot of work going on to move them goalposts, man. They're going to try to spin all the Ravens. The Ravens defense, the Raiders defense was so terrible that, you know, he can dig and dunk and, you know, make plays because their defense is so terrible. I don't want to hear none of that. He ain't play a perfect game, but he played a damn good game. All that running backwards, I didn't see that not one time. I don't want to hear about the screen pass going for a touchdown and Dylan Sampson did all the work. I don't want to hear none of that, because that same screen pass Dylan Gabriel had the opportunity to make. And you see where that shit ended up, in the third row in the stands. But we ain't dunking on him today, man. Listen, we here to celebrate Shedeur and the awesome game that he put together. Let me pull up the stats. We're going to just go over them briefly, because I'm sure y'all already know them. Listen, first let's start off. Let's start off with this. The average yards per pass, 10.5. Lil Dilly was throwing 4 yards per pass. He came right in. Let's shatter that shit. Let's shatter that right now. We don't do none of that. We throwing 10 yards or better, man. We don't play them games. The biggest, that was a big one, but hold on, even bigger than that. 1 sack for a 3-yard loss, man. 1 sack. Oh, he's probably going to get sacked 3-4 times by Max Crosby, and then Gino's going to get sacked 5 times by Mon. Nah. Gino got sacked 10 times. Shedeur, 1 sack all game. And he looked mighty comfortable in that pocket, didn't he? Did he not look comfortable in that pocket, man? Did he not look comfortable? Did he not just look like your quarterback? Did he not look good back there, man? Go ahead, throw y'all wrist up, please. Please, ain't no way he not starting the next game. 11 for 20, 209, 1 touchdown. He did have a pick. They tricked him. They dropped the defensive end back into a zone. Made him think that everybody was blitzing. Dropped the DN back, and it got him. You know, he'll learn from that. For anybody who's watched Shedeur over the years in college, he didn't turn the ball over. That wasn't like a thing with him. Like, I know Dylan Gabriel was ultra conservative, but let's just look at his. Shedeur Sanders, Colorado. I'm just to pull up his last year Colorado stat. He don't turn the ball over. It's not like a big thing with him. So, this is his career at college. So, one of the most accomplished quarterbacks in college football history. He finished his career with 50 games played in 4 seasons and completed 1,267 of 1,808 passes, which is 70.1%, which is the NCAA record that he broke for the best completion percentage throughout the history of his tenure in college football, for 14,353 yards and 134 touchdowns, 27 interceptions. 134 touchdowns, 27 interceptions. He don't throw picks like that, man. He don't throw. What's that? I can divide. Shit. Let's give him. Let's say he threw 8 a year, 8 picks a year. What Jason won, maybe let's say 2. 2 of them shits was due. Nah, like 8 picks a year. That's not bad, man. That's not bad. At Colorado, 64 touchdowns, 13 picks, and this is while being the most sacked quarterback in history. This is the stat you can't argue with these stats, man. He don't turn the ball over. That's not like a thing he do. When he got protection, he's lovely. He's lovely. And look, he didn't even get the help y'all was talking about in the running game. 64 yards rushing. They had some good things. It was a good run by Sampson. Quinshon Jackson had a good one. That 26-yard run by Sampson was a really good run. But overall, it wasn't like the run game was doing anything. The defense was playing lights out, as they do. Even though Gino's a solid player, man. Gino was throwing some ball. I know he was under duress most of the game, but he threw some beautiful passes at times, bro. Some beautiful passes at times. But again, Jared Jeudy, he got a little fancy, loosey-goosey with the ball, got strip fumble. I ain't like that. I didn't like the fact that, and I get it, they did the same thing to Dylan Gabriel, but Dylan Gabriel isn't Shedeur Sanders. I didn't like the Wildcat in the red zone, man. I wanted Shedeur to have his moment, especially after throwing that bomb to Isaiah Bond. You throw that bomb to Isaiah Bond, he deserves to either run it in the end zone himself or throw one in the end zone. He deserved to have that moment because, he made the play. He made the play. Isaiah Bond made the play. Usually, it's almost a 90% chance if a running back or wide receiver or make a big play and get stopped, they almost always go to them the next play and try to get them a touchdown, give them an opportunity. They went to Wildcat. And again, Wildcat was working. So, hey, I can't fault them for that. But at the same time, man, I wish. I feel like he should have had 3 tutties, 3 touchdown passes. But, it's going to come. It's going to come, man. We're going to listen to, let's listen to the after the game victory speech. Let's see what Kevin was talking about in that victory speech, man. Let's see.
Hey, how about that road win? Stayed resilient together like I told you we needed to, right? Stay resilient together, and we fought together. How about Gage's big punt return on special teams? How about Corey, every single time you're out there pinning those guys doing your job. Great job. Offense wasn't perfect. How about that big play by Sam at the end? IB, huge play. Q, huge play. Harold making a big play. And then another rookie making his first start. Nice job, Shedeur. Well done.
Yeah. Hey, hold on. Let me listen again. Maybe I'm bugging. Hold on. Let's go back a little because the energy was up. It was up. Hold on.
That big play by Sam at the end.
Hey, y'all hear that?
IB, huge play. Q,
look at him. Listen to his voice.
Making a big play, and then another rookie making his
he
first
projecting.
Nice job, Shedeur. Well done.
Hold on. Oh, maybe I'm bugging, but it's like IB, huge play. Fannin, huge play. Another rookie making his first start. Nice job, Shedeur. I don't like that, bro. I'm going to let it finish. But I don't like that shit. That was whack.
There's that old saying, save the best for last. How about that f***ing defensive performance? Holy is what I have to say about that. 10 sacks by our defense. Okay? I got one ball in my hand. Okay, I got a guy, he's got to get a cold every week. Okay, he had a cold this week. Wasn't feeling himself. 3 sacks, which gives him 18 on the season through 11 games, which breaks his own Browns record. Myles Garrett. Come on, man.
Okay.
So I'll see you guys in tomorrow. Hey, I'll see you Wednesday!
Cool victory speech, man. I don't like the tone switch up when he talked to Shedeur. Talked about Shedeur, man. It just, everything I was just thinking before listening to that right there. I thought Shedeur was for sure gonna be the starter next week. I'm like, ain't no way he ain't gonna start that shit right there. Just threw me for a curveball, man. Like, that was kind of whack. But we gonna keep it moving. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I'm reading too much into that, man. I don't know. But I just hate. Do you see how I hate when it pains them to just be like, yo, you balled out or whatever. Everybody else, hell of a job making blocks. Hell of a job tackling. Oh, that catch Isaiah Bond made. Who the fuck threw Isaiah Bond the ball? Who threw IB the ball? It's crazy, man. Like, that's crazy work. As my boy. Hey, I can't lie. That's kind of crazy. Man. But it's all good. We could check out some of the press conference, but let's see. Let's just see what they writing about these boys real quick. Walk with me. Let's see what they writing. Okay, Myles Garrett getting 3 of 10 sacks by a ferocious Brown defense normally would be a top storyline for a struggling Cleveland Brown team. But rookie Shedeur Sanders' NFL starting debut always figured to overshadow anything else the Browns accomplished Sunday. Again, that's a whack start, but let's hear him out. Sanders made the plays the Browns needed, passing for 209 and a touchdown to help Cleveland to a 24-10 victory over the Raiders, the 5th loss for Las Vegas. Okay, yeah, Sanders made the plays. I like that. The Browns 3-8 in the 3-game skid while starting their 42nd quarterback since the franchise returned in 1999. Sanders replaced fellow rookie Dylan Gabriel, who's in concussion protocol, and ended a 17-game losing streak by Cleveland quarterback making their first start. So since 1999, everybody, they've been losing, man. Starting quarterback, 17, no. Oh, no, 46, no. 42nd quarterback, starting quarterback. He's the first one to win the opening on their first start. So that's dope. They lost 13 on the road, also 13-game losing streak on the road. They broke that as well. So that's dope. Browns coach Kevin Stefanski wouldn't commit to sticking to Sanders as a starter when Cleveland hosts San Francisco on Sunday. Hey, listen, there's no way Jimmy Haslam is letting Shedeur go back to the bench. There's no way. Too much excitement. Did y'all? We got to go to the presser because I listened to some of it. Myles Garrett was lit up. Did y'all see when he made that play? And Myles Garrett just lit up when he made that deep pass. Isaiah Bond, whew, he said, "Oh, that was nasty. That was nasty work." It was. He see it, bro. That deep threat. The more he throw them deep bombs, the more you can get them Dylan Sampson runs. The more you can get Quinshon Jackson get some room to operate because he a monster back there, man. Hopefully he healthy. He got hit. I think he was in concussion protocol. He came back in though, so I guess he's good. Let me see. He said, Coach Stefanski, this was his response. I'm not going to get into all that Stefanski said. Proud of him and proud of this offense. There are a ton of things we can learn, from, but I'm going to worry about that. I'm not going to worry about that today. That's all he said. I'm just going to worry about that today. All right. So you can see Stefanski did not, I said that he didn't commit to him long term. It was concerning only because that good job in the locker room, I ain't really like that. And he did some good things, man. Sanders can thank the Browns' defensive front, which is no match for the Raiders' porous offensive line. Las Vegas has allowed 20 sacks over the past 3 weeks. Yeah, they just got 10. Garrett now has 18 sacks this season to break the franchise record. It's at 16. With 6 games left, he needs 5 sacks to break the NFL record, 22.5, set by Michael Strahan in 2001 and TJ Watt in 2021. Yeah, that record's kaput. He's going to shatter that shit. Garrett has 14 sacks over the past 5 games, the most in a 5-game span since sacks became an official stat in 1982. The 4-time All-Pro also had 2 forced fumbles, 4 tackles for losses, and 6 quarterback hits on Sunday. 8 Browns players had at least half a sack. Man, yeah, great defensive game. Hey, listen, I don't think, even though the offensive line has issues, even though they don't have the best receiving core, I don't know if it's a better place Shedeur Sanders could have landed if they decide to roll him as the quarterback of the future. He has a phenomenal defense. He has 2 solid tight ends, even though they might only keep Fannin Jr. He's a rookie or whatever. He has a solid rookie running, 2 solid rookie running backs. He got a good, speedy rookie wide receiver in Isaiah Bond. The point is, they're all going to grow and mature together, man. And they all going to, when they got to sign people back, it's going to be hell. Because all of them, most likely, them contracts are going to be all kind of stacking together. But for the short term, and being able to build with those 2, they got 2 first-round draft picks. They can go get a receiver, get an O-line. Man, this is an amazing situation for Shedeur. He really can be on some second-year Super Bowl type shit, man. And I know that's crazy out there. He only played his first game. I get it. He didn't even go lights out. It was 209 a touchdown. I'm just saying, these are the circumstances in front of him. If he just plays above average quarterback play, he has the foundation around him to literally have a chance at a Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying. Let me see. Yeah, nothing. Yeah. I don't want to read the rest of the article, but let's check out some of the presser. It was cool. We'll check out some of Stefanski. All right, let's check out this presser, man. We're gonna see some of Stefanski, Shedeur, and Myles Garrett. Let's see what they talking about, man.
Some of the things that you see during the week, but just always want these guys to get one day better. Yeah, those were, we talk about playing clean, and we really gave them two balls there with the interception. And really, Jerry's a better player than that. To know those guys are always coming from behind, so we have to be better there. We have to play clean in that giveaway column there, and that's going to hold you back. And especially, Jerry made a huge play for us, so we have to come away with points there, 7 if not 3. But that'll be a main focus for all of our guys. And when you're playing, especially on the road, you're playing good teams. We're playing a good team next week. You have to play clean. You got to try to win that turnover margin. Yeah, obviously, this team did a nice job of loading those boxes, and we have to run efficiently, even versus those, Tony. But there were opportunities in the back end, and obviously getting that play off of scramble drill was huge. The one IB, that's a great play for us in that moment when we're outmanned to be able to escape and make that throw. And then, the play to Samp, I thought, obviously, great individual effort by Samp, but the blocking on the perimeter was so key, and that was something that we talked about all week, how important on that play and a bunch of those perimeter plays, the blocking was going to be important, I thought.
I want to, because nobody's going to say this, and I know I stated it earlier. Yes, the blocking was key. Yes, it was great individual effort by Sampson, but you can't underestimate the art of a perfect pass. You don't have to turn around to catch it. You don't got to jump up to catch it. You get to catch it while moving where you want to go on the move without any type of extra movement to slow you down or mess up where you trying to go or your direction to where you got to adjust and get right. So I know they don't be wanting to say it. There's a reason why when Dylan Gabriel threw those screen passes, eight fucking rows up, it was people was clowning them. Or even when he completed some screen passes and they caught it and had to spin around and then turn around, then try to follow the screen, and people were able to recover. Defense who might have got tricked able to recover when things like that happen. So never underestimate the never underestimate never underestimate just the art of throwing a perfect pass, even if it's a screen, bro.
I can think of Sed and Harold and Dave were out there blocking on the perimeter. Did a really nice job. Yeah, we felt confident in our guys. I think I told you guys last week, we trust our guys. We trust our guys to go make plays, and that there are plays to be had. There's always room for improvement, and that's what we focus on in our building. That's our guys have the right attitude to find ways to.
Hey, is that a smirk on Kevin Stefanski? Do we got a little bit of a smile? Happy to be in the win column, huh?
Improve, but obviously when you can make plays down the field, it opens up everything. No, we had a couple. Third quarter, it seemed to be an epidemic there on our side with offense, defense, and special teams getting penalties. But I thought by and large, operation was good. And I have to credit, it's nice having a veteran center when you have rookie quarterbacks playing in there that you can really lean on. Ethan Posick, he did a great job as well with Shedeur. I think potentially. He's had a lot of reps with Gage throughout the spring and summer. Obviously, when you're working Harold, not as much, but Harold and IB on those two plays in particular, those are very trustworthy players. Those are guys that you feel confident as a quarterback that they're going to be where they're supposed to be. I thought Harold was outstanding. His run after catch showed up in this game. Yeah, I'm always going to take my time and do what's best for the football team. Yeah, I mean, Deshaun's been, with us every step of the way this season. He's done a great job in the meeting room.
All right, we might go a couple more Stefanski, then we're going to move forward to Shedeur, man. Really let y'all hear him talk.
So it's good to have him out there. It was. Yeah, we feel really strongly about Dylan Sampson, and we feel really strongly about Q and Jerome, but we feel we're at our best when we're spreading the football around. Yeah, because my focus is on today. It does give me the opportunity to talk about another quarterback, Bernie Kosar. I know Bernie was watching today. I was texting with him before the game. I got to see him this week. Just amazing to be with him, and I marvel at Bernie's grit. That's how he played the game. That's how he played that position. But I think Bernie was definitely watching his brownies today.
Yeah, shout out to Bernie, man. I see he got his liver. Everybody was talking about he's getting better. Seems like he's recovering. Everything's going well. Shout out to him. Yeah, again, you see the pivot when it comes to, he don't want to say Shedeur is a starter, which is all good, but it don't matter, man. I believe wholeheartedly Shedeur is going to be the starter, but let's see how Shedeur press conference went.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Has it changed? I'm not gonna lie, I felt very relaxed, and half of that comes from preparing, studying, and knowing I got God on my side. So throughout all that, I had no worries. I didn't feel nervous or anything before the game because, he took all my worries and everything away. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Coming up here before y'all, 6-7 months ago, I couldn't tell you I'll be here. God, the only way I'm able to even get through everything, being able to see my family, that was important, and I'm happy they was here to be able to witness it. But without God, nothing possible, honestly. And I mean that truly and dearly. And everybody starts different places. And like I say, just because I didn't get the summer reps, just because I wasn't in the best situation, for me to be prepared to go out there and execute, like from a summer standpoint, that's how life is. Everybody's not in the best situation, but it's no excuse. You got to go out there and perform. Like, there's no choice and no question. Nobody cares if this was 1 week of prep. Who cares? So a lot of people want to see me fail, and it ain't going to happen.
Ain't going to happen, man.
Yeah. I learned a lot. Mentally, I feel like I'm able to understand more. I feel like I'm able to. And the thing was, I was always great at understanding perspectives and stuff because you got to really take a deep dive at how we grew up. Like when we grew up, my dad had us in a 30,000 square foot home. Then after that, he took us to go play ball in the inner city. After that, we transferred and he moved us across town because he wanted us to get that dog in us, to have that mentality, to have that it factor in us.
Yeah, I hear that. I didn't grow up. I grew up with a silver spoon in my mouth, but my pop snatched that shit out every once in a while, man. He said, you need that dog in you. I got to take you to the inner city. You got to play with the wolves who's starving. Your plate full. They want food off your plate. They want to be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns more than you. Hell, their life depends on it. Their family life might depend on it. And if you don't know what it's like to be in the cave with wolves, man, or in the jungle with lions, whatever. If you don't know what that's like, if you've never been there with people who hungry, man, then you might not be able to relate to a lot of things that's going on. You might not be able to relate to somebody throwing a touchdown and throwing their wrist up. You know, you might not be able to relate to somebody never throwing a pass in the NFL and saying, hey, I'm legendary. I'm legendary. But growing up in the hood, man, in poverty, not necessarily poverty. He was even in the inner city where they went to school, the charter school, was still a little bit touch above from even where your man's right here grew up. But at the end of the day, when you've been in that jungle with all the lions, the tigers, the bears, man, and everybody fighting for scraps, and you see what they going through, and you ain't even got to sleep there. You know what I mean? You just getting dropped off, see how they living, and then you go back to your penthouse, to your mansion, whatever. Like, it's a different type of mindset. You learn empathy, you learn compassion, but you also learn there ain't nothing given in this world. And that's the best part of Shedeur, man. Like, he got the dog to know I had to earn everything. I had to fight for everything that I got to this day. Deontay Walker, to this day, I had to fight for everything. And then I get here, and y'all try to snatch all my accomplishments away like they didn't mean that, like I'm some fucking spoiled brat child who fucking father paid, is the only reason I'm in the league, and that wasn't never the case. He fought for everything, he earned everything, he flipped around 2 programs, and y'all act like that didn't happen. But at the end of the day, man, 12 gonna show y'all. We're gonna continue to throw our wrist up. He gonna continue to wear that watch, wear that jewels, man, wear them jewels, man. He gonna continue to shine and tell you he the best. He gonna continue to prove that he legendary, man. I'm gonna let him keep cooking on y'all.
So then we went to charter schools, and I don't know if you're familiar with charter schools, and it's not the best, but you got a lot of different people from different situations that you got to be able to adapt to. So that's where all those core different things of being able to relate, being able to understand. But now, since I went through everything the past 6 months, it led me to a whole different understanding, and it led me in my own experience with God, with having faith, when nobody else can help you in your situation, but God, so that's why I'm truly thankful and I'm truly happy. And this is the first time I've never had stress, I did the work, I did everything I can in my power I was able to do. So the rest was left up to him. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I feel like they respect the way I go about my business, and being a backup and everything, sometimes you have to compromise your personality and change the way how you do things, to never.
Yeah, I know he talking about the team and media and things like that, but we're going to talk about the Raiders. Hey, do you see how quickly they got up out them blitz packages? They tried that Raven shit. As soon as he hit him over the head with the Isaiah Bond. And, a couple of them plays where he just got out the pocket, got comfortable, and threw a good pass, man. They got out that shit real fast. Real fast. As long as he show understanding and the linemen know who they block and they actually block for him, he's the most accurate passer in college football history. Accuracy ain't that. I don't think that's going to change when you come to the NFL. I'm going to let him keep going.
Step on anybody's toes. So the fact that I got an opportunity and I was able to show the organization, show everybody who I really am, then that was truly exciting. So, I was off balance for a little bit, past couple months of my life, but it was different. I'm thankful, to be back where I am. I would say getting thrown into the Ravens game. I said that's what it is. As soon as we got that last drive, I said, oh yeah, this how they play? Then I was able to get right. It's different when you watch it from the sideline. Like, everybody can analyze, everybody can say everything from the sideline. You can watch TV, everything. You can talk on TV, whatever you want to do. But until you get out there and you do it, then it's different. Going out there, with only practice with $100 and everything, like, that's different. It's a lot of vet quarterbacks, that had their time and everything that were backups and was able to get thrown in the game and be all right. But I don't think that's like that in their rookie year. That's the difference, That's different, and I'm thankful for that experience because that helped me get to where I am today. That helped me go into the game very comfortable, knowing that they got a great defense with the Ravens, knowing the different looks, how they could be confusing to the naked eye. But that's why during the game I'm smiling so much because I'm like, oh yeah, if this what it is, I know I'm gonna be able to accept that challenge and move forward one day and be able to have success. So that's the mentality I went with going and prepping for this week. We know they got a dog on the D lineman. You know about Matt Crosby. You know about that. But I fear no man. The only thing I fear is God. Oh no, we definitely had a game plan for him. He's a great player overall, and he let his presence be known. And going and just reflecting. I'm in the moment right now, so we don't truly understand, how everything was. Because when you're in the moment, you can see full view of everything. So I'm thankful for it. Going against them, going against like all those great defensive legends over there. It was truly amazing. But when you got there, you just gotta not care and just be like, it is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? That's the mentality you have to have. Oh, we gotta get him too. We got. I would say the thing is I visualize everything during the week. The game was already played. So that's why I have confidence. That's why I'm able to talk how I talk, walk how I walk. Do what I'm able to do because the game was already meant to be played already before we was out there. Then when you get out there, you confirm, what you watch, everything. And, then you got the guys in the right spots when you need them in the right spots for different situations. Then you're able to capitalize off them. So, like I said, it comes down to I'm thankful for the coaches, putting everybody in the spots. I'm thankful for the whole linemen being able to take me under their wing, and be able to grow and build with them. And I'm thankful for the team, having my back throughout this whole period. Yeah. Yeah, all the rookies is extremely special. We go with a term, but I can't say the term out here though. We have a term though, it's called young. You know what I'm saying? but we definitely want to come in and create change, and we have those conversations. We talk, about what we got to do, and be proactive, not reactive. We got to bring the energy sometimes, and not saying the best don't, but it's just on the opposite side of the ball. We struggle sometimes, so we need somebody to be that match. We need somebody to be that light. So I'm thankful that we got all the different type of duos over there, all the different key players on the offensive side of the ball, and it's some hungry dogs that's still out there that ain't been a part of the travel squad yet.
Hey, look at him throwing a pound of flesh out to them hungry dogs. Hey, man, we got some hungry dogs. They waiting on their opportunity. They chopping at the bits, man. I'm telling you. If y'all just let them in. If Gage would have caught that damn touchdown pass on, they might have would have played 5 or 6 of them hungry dogs in this game. Gage might have fucked it up for everybody. Don't let it get good though.
No, I was a 5th round pick. I got skipped by everybody at least 5 times. so it's not. It just comes with the game. It is what it is. But I'm just thankful for where I am now. I don't. Everybody have their differences. They have things, but I still got an opportunity to play. So why can't I be mad? Money different, but thankfully I have a good family. So it is what it is. We're not playing. We're playing for the love of the game. So I'm just thankful to be out here, have an opportunity to be able to go and play. Go out there and play. Go out there and start. Like you don't know how surreal. That feeling is knowing that you have the responsibility of the Browns organization on your shoulders. Having all the fans. Everybody in here arguing with each other online and everything. Everybody have their differences about me. It is what it is. But I'm just thankful I'm here before y'all, today. And hopefully we clear a little stuff up. But we have a long way to go, a long way to grow. And I know it's only one way, and only way's up.
All right, let's get to Miles, man. He killed it.
Opportunity you live for, getting a lead early.
Let's get to Miles, man. Look at him. He's singing at the podium. Boy, he's singing at the podium.
And that's opportunity you live for, getting a lead early, being able to, stop the run almost completely, with the guy who's going to be very special here soon, and just making them predictable, being able to just pin your ears back and hunt. We live for moments like that, and I'm so proud of, how they rushed and, it's putting together a historic day for us. Man, it feels good. It feels real good. It felt better to see all my guys. I feel like each of them got a sack. I feel like Mace kind of he got screwed over on one. I think he had one, but it went to someone else or something happened. But I feel like all the guys were winning the rest and doing their thing. So that's the thing I'm most excited about. That's what put a smile on my face. I think I'm gonna have a franchise record. I kind of expect that of myself. I'll continue to set the bar higher and higher. And I feel like I had an angel watching over me today.
It seems like he's so close to having that, getting that first goal. There were at least a couple where just popped up the middle.
Yeah.
You or somebody else getting hurt at first, but just the way he's grown and just what you've seen on how he's grown.
He just continues to develop his rushes, his rush plan. Just having a lot to do it. I think guys are underestimating, the rush talent that we have across the line, and he's going to continue to give guys problems. And he's going to start turning those pressures and those hits into sacks. We know he will, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he does the rest of the season. I pass big on. So chasing Mike, chasing greatness, and God wills it, and I'll go get it. Hopefully sooner rather than later. I don't try to delay this thing, but I want to come in and win. I want to have a chance to play some games in January and February, so we got to win out. We got some things go our way, but it would be great. But we have a lot bigger things to do with.
Do y'all hear that?
13-4.
Did y'all hear that? He said we got to win out, and hopefully we can play in January. Myles Garrett, for the first time, I've seen all year. Do he got playoff aspirations off of one game of watching Shedeur Sanders? Does Myles Garrett have playoff aspirations after one game of Shedeur being the starter? No way you go back to Dylan Gabriel. Look at that motherfucking smile on his face. Look at him. He's a light. He's enlightened. He's elated. This shit crazy. Let me let him go.
Yeah, I mean, that's a hell of a month. Hell of a last 4 games. No, I don't even think about it. I'm just thinking about the next one, how we can put it all together and do it again. And hopefully, I'll sit down and take a moment to be with my family. They can help me, rationalize and see what it is. But I can't tell you how much I'm really just proud of the team, how we responded. I mean, he put it up, and I'm just like, oh God, who is that even going to? I wasn't even looking down there to CIP, and I'm just looking, I'm like, oh God, please. And he drops it in the bucket, and he reaches it out. I'm like, please just don't fumble into the end zone. So he reaches out, but he just keeps possession. And I'm just like, wow, there's not many guys in the league that can make that.
Oh Lord, because that was a good statement he just made. Hey, but he's so traumatized. That nigga said I didn't know where it was even going. Then I seen IB, he caught it. Then he reached out to the end zone. I said, please don't let him fumble into the damn, my nigga Miles is traumatized. He said, don't even try to reach out to the end zone, man. I thought he was gonna fumble. I'm gonna let him finish that because he said something important at the end.
There's not many guys in the league that can make that throw. So
you hear that? Not many guys in the league that can make that throw. Y'all got y'all quarterback, Cleveland.
Continue, grow and develop, from making plays like that, and they'll take it from there. I feel like I just had some better opportunities, and I feel like most of the time guys see me coming and they're trying to hug that thing. But this time, they had so many different threats from across the line, and they were throwing so many different looks and guys at me. They're like, we don't have to worry about him coming off the edge. I was there to make a couple plays and ball up. He's rushes behind them. I think we're really playing off each other, and we have great chemistry. And I'm looking forward to see how far you can take it with this season as well, because him and Mace are running games at a high level, winning at a high level, and then whenever we can communicate and run games between each other as a unit, it's really become special very quickly. And I'm just happy to see him doing his thing. He's one of the most unique rushers I've had the privilege to be with, with the combination of finesse about. I love Max, man. I love watching his game. He's a dog. The way he attacks every play, the way he hustles, relentless. Everybody says guys have relentless motor. Not a lot of guys I would give that moniker to, but he's definitely one of them. He can rush at a high level. He gets TFLs like nobody else. He just doesn't stop. And the combination of strength and length and get off, he uses it to a very elite level. He's one of the very best at rushing and playing the run. Yeah, when it's going like that, it's like, why not? I had one at the half, and I was like, sure, we're going to get some opportunities. Let's just keep going. Let's see how far we can take it. Then we had like 5 in the first half, and we ended up with 10. It was like, we're going to, if we can knock out this run, keep on taking away, what they want to do on first and second down.
Might get Miles one more. We're going to wrap it up.
And really, show what we can do in this rush game. So, we got to do what we do, earn the right still, but, guys really displayed how good they are with the craft, how hard they've been working. I never doubted it was possible. Never a moment, I think the last thing you can give up in your life and in sports is hope. So I hope for this season, hope for this next game. Keep my head held high and focus on what's in front of me. And what's next is the 49ers, I believe. So I'll just keep on working hard, study them, and hope everything works in our favor. But we got to take care of business.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up there. Man. Hey, see Myles Garrett, big excited, man. He's excited, man. He got a QB that he's believing can take him to the playoffs this year. That's insane. He say, man, we got to win out, and hopefully we can still be playing in January. That is fucking high hopes. High apple pie in the sky hopes. Good boy, Miles. Hey, man. Hey, but when you got 12 on your side, man, when you got the legendary 12 on your side, hell, anything's possible. I would love to see it. Hey, we got to make all these NFL owners, we got to make all this legacy media, we got to make them feel it. All this Cleveland Brown media, everybody, they got to feel how wrong they was, man. We got to show them at every turn, man. Y'all got your QB of the future. Shedeur Sanders, 12, is legendary, man. He showed y'all, hey, he has a bright, bright future, man. I'm ecstatic. I'm happy, man. This is a great day. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in, man. 12 in the game. Throw y'all wrist up. I might have to come to Cleveland and see one of those games, man. I'm going to look at them prices. San Fran sound like a good one next week, but that might be too soon. Maybe that one versus Tennessee. I think that one in Cleveland, too. But again, man, BDB, never lost, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all have a good one.